Hello and welcome to the Sports Centre podcast. So this is our brand new, very exciting to announce that we're going to be doing this hopefully maybe every day, every 2 days, but we will see. So we're going for the remote look this time. So we've ditched the podcast studio and we're going for the old school remote via Zoom, Carla.
Back to COVID days.
It's weird, isn't it? It actually feels like that. I literally, it's mad how like, people just used to bloody talk to each other like this. And when we're doing them quizzes,
Yeah,
people
everybody
people
used to
used to
do
read
it.
fucking Zoom quizzes. Oh dear me. Anyway, so yeah, really excited about this. Some of you will have probably seen it on my Instagram. I've kind of been promoting this over the weekend, Sports Centre Pod. So pretty much it's what me and Carl know about most about sports. So we thought, why not actually give it a go, give it a bash, and
Talk
see
about
what
something that we
happens.
actually know,
Yeah, exactly. I remember, yeah, rather than a lot of shit that we don't know
rather,
about.
rather than just blagging it on a load of other stuff. We'll just talk about something that we actually know about.
Yeah, sound. So on this one, we're gonna just do a bit of a weekend roundup of the Premier League. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday, I was really excited to do this. I'm like, right, first one, can't wait to do it. And after Liverpool have just drawn to Man U, honestly, it proper knocked the stuffing out of me.
After a complete domination
Did you watch
performance,
it?
really. Yeah, well, I watched the first half and then second half I were in and out a little bit. I can't
Well,
I can't stand the team. I can't stand the team we're playing. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Liverpool, but I can't even bring myself to say the name.
well, honestly,
Wankers, a lot of them.
I was winning 1-0
That
up.
rat, that's,
Oh, Bruno, fuck. I mean, don't get me wrong, he
that
took his goal
rat.
well. He
He
took,
did take that because that work could have been easier being shanked to that, but he took
yeah, he
it
literally
well.
like just cut across it. Thing is, though, did you see Kelleher went to save it and he was actually outside his box, wasn't
Being sent off, yeah,
he?
being
Yeah,
sent off.
so if he'd have saved it, he'd have actually got sent off. So, um, but yeah, I,
They
I
should have
saw
had
it
that wrapped
coming.
up. Salah missed a few.
Mate, I saw it coming. Like the first half, we missed so many chances, and I was just sat there watching it with Olivia and my dad, and I was just thinking to myself, "All right, we're gonna come back and regret this. We're gonna come back and regret this." And I was just thinking, and then we missed a couple in the second half. Nunes missed that chance at back post. Salah missed a chance, and
Nunes,
and I was just like, oh, and then that happened, and just you could hear
we've
that
had
the
a couple
crowd
of
got up and everything got up in there.
yeah, but we've had a couple of discussions about Nunes, and we tend to disagree on certain things about Nunes. But I think one thing we do agree on is he is shit hot, but as soon as he's got a bit of time on his hands, it's fucking garbage.
Completely
If
irrelevant, but I'll just really quickly. I'm in this group chat with a load of scousers, and there's a couple of lads that are saying that Salah's on decline, and he basically he's not what he was. I'm like, fuck off! Like he's class. And so this guy put on basically put on like a little montage clips of Salah's assists and goals. And I'm not joking. This montage must have been about 5 minutes long, but the amount of chances that Darwin Nunes missed from Salah setting him up, and I was just like, oh my! I'm not even like difficult chances or half chances. These were like piss easy chances, and I'm thinking, you've got to be putting them in bag. You've got to be putting them away. Like, how are you missing them? But
well, can you imagine where Liverpool would be if he won?
well,
They'd have run this league.
let's go. Obviously, let's go back to yesterday. Man City. I used to with these title races with City. When it gets to this time of season, it fucking draws the life out of you. It absolutely
He doesn't
drains
even
you.
in it. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because I'm
Well,
never in it.
yeah. But
Not yet.
I've kind of stopped watching them because I just thought it's just when you just sat there just hoping for every team that City play against to win and they never do. It just drains you. So I've kind of stopped watching them now, and I thought, you know what? Quite optimistic about Brighton. So I thought I'm going to watch that, and Arsenal just absolutely battered them. But I've got some fun facts on this one, Carl. So I actually did a bit. I did a
Oh,
bit of home. I did a bit of homework. Um, Brighton actually had more possession than Arsenal in that game, which surprised me as well. I also did notice as well. I think
so
there was
they did.
one
I'm
goal.
just looking at them here. Looking at stats here now.
Yeah, 54% on it.
55, yeah.
Yeah,
529 passes to Arsenal's 439.
surprising that, isn't it?
Very surprising.
Yeah, but I
I watched the game now. Well, it were on.
did you watch it? Yeah.
Well, it were on, yeah.
Did you
On it.
did you see Brighton's back line for Havertz's goal? I don't know if you
Havertz's
noticed it.
goal.
There was one camera angle. It was cut back on it, like they went to ball and cut it back, and I think
Oh,
like
yeah,
it
yeah.
nipped in. They had like a 3 and a 2. They were all over the place, and it was just like like the basics of defending is like back line of four or
Banks.
line of five. It was so bizarre, and obviously he just nipped in, and but he's
He's
coming good
doing
in
it
that
at
back.
Arsenal.
I
He's
don't
doing
know,
it.
I know he's come. They're scaring me a little bit of Arsenal. I'm not going to lie to you.
Well, I don't think City will win it. I think Liverpool will win it. And failing that, I think it'll be Arsenal.
I was chatting to Olivia
Arsenal are
earlier.
still fire.
Chatting to Olivia, and I said if we lost it on goal difference, I think I'd quit
Blame Dow.
football. No,
Blame
I'm
Dowie.
playing. I mean, I think I'd quit football. Honestly, I mean, we've done it twice now, by 1 point to City, and they hurt. That if it went to goal difference, wow, that'd be
It's very, very tight.
is what
It is very tight.
it's
Especially when you see
ridiculously tight.
Crystal Palace go 1-0 up against City and you think, we're on for one here.
It was too early though, wasn't it? We're like for 3 minutes.
And say 2 or 3 minutes. You always know something's gonna come down, but
You just
you sort
pissed
of
them
hope.
off. You just pissed them off.
De
But to be
Bruyne
fair though,
masterclass.
yeah, well, I did watch. I watched Matchday, and they actually City were a bit vulnerable in first half.
I think they are a bit dodgy at back, to be fair. Especially
Mm.
without like the Kyle Walker and John Stones on a regular. I think they're a bit vulnerable. They can be got at. We've beaten this year.
I'm just looking at table now. I'm just looking at City and Liverpool's goals for and goals against, and it's pretty much identical. So
Well, it's a one
Liverpool,
goal that made it.
yeah, I would say Liverpool obviously one better for and one better against. That's mad, that. And 1 point better off. That's crazy.
It's close.
Anyway,
It's very close.
it's going to go right to wire, isn't it?
Yeah. Did you see the disallowed goal that Wolves v West Ham? There was a disallowed goal. So
Yeah,
West Ham scored.
I
Oh
saw
no,
it. Yeah,
sorry, Wolves scored. The player was stood in front of the keeper,
yeah.
but the keeper will get absolutely nowhere near it. So even if he
Does
wasn't
that want to
stood there,
go?
yeah,
I don't.
absolute goal.
Mate, the guy stood right in
Absolute
front of
goal.
your keeper.
He could have been stood in my house. You still want to save that? You want to save that?
They
If
were banging on about it on Match of Day, saying that it should have been a goal. It should be going. Oh, look! And I'm thinking, I'm wanting that as offside. He's literally stood right in front of him. And fair enough, he's not like. But Dion Doublet, Diz. He was he was saying,
he
oh
was saying
yeah,
he could have moved, he can move, he can move, he can move, and I do agree. I agree with him. He can move.
yeah,
He
but
wasn't
he
holding him.
said the keeper can see over his head. It's like if you're saying he can see over his head, he's obstructing his view, isn't he? So he's offside.
But either way, he was nowhere. The attacker was nowhere near the ball. Yeah, well, granted, he was stood in front of the keeper, but the keeper was never ever going to get to that.
Well, I mean, obviously
If
they
it
played
were,
West
if it
Ham,
were
didn't they?
there, if it were there or there, and he was stood in front of him, granted, all day long offside, but it was like, fuck, right in top back. There's no way. So
I
for
don't
me,
know.
goal all day.
Well,
But again,
obviously,
this is
but
the whole problem. This is the whole problem in it because it's open to discussion and that's open to interpretation, should I say?
yeah,
That it can't be. It can't be.
but that's what I mean. I just think if he's off, if he's stood in the vision of the goalkeeper, then he's offside in my eyes. I know what you're saying. We're never going to get there. I know that, but West obviously they played West. Both played West Ham. West Ham got 1-2-1, and we're going to talk about West Ham in a little bit more depth on another episode because
Later this
um,
week.
yeah. So watch your space on that because West Ham fans do my tits in. Do my tits in.
For more than one reason, which we'll go into another time.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Another interesting game,
Calvert
which
Lewin. Calvert Lewin.
yeah,
We've
Car,
we've
what
set him up. We've
was
set him up
27 games on it?
at October or something, I think, when he last scored.
Yeah. And then
Scored against us. Scored against us, and then we've set him off, and then he's had a scabby penalty against us, and then he's had a scabby fucking charge down against Burnley. What will
Burnley.
that keeper doing?
Well, it was same as Sheffield United against Liverpool overnight. Exactly the same.
What are they doing? You are not good enough to be playing out anyway. We were trying to play a ball that we're never on.
It's
And
funny. It's funny in it because Company has taken. Is it Trafford, Burnley keeper?
yeah,
He was coming in for a bit of stick on it, so he took him out, and then this keeper's dropped an absolute clanger.
we joke.
They, I don't get Burnley. Weird team. I understand that companies brought them up playing football, and that was like it's not working, mate. It's not working, and I know you've got a philosophy and you want to stick to it, but it's
Stubborn,
it is well.
and it's ending up in relegation. I'm afraid.
Well, yeah, they're gonna go back down, aren't they? It just seems a bit daft to me. You could tell they were gonna go back down months and months ago because I think there were a period just after Christmas, just before they were getting pumped. They were getting pumped and they were trying to play out front back, and the defenders wasn't good enough to do it. Like, mate, I get what you're trying to do, but your players aren't good enough to do it.
To do that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Um, Villa against Brentford. This was a funny one, this, because I saw the stat that there was only 6 shots in the game on target,
3 of each.
and they all made into a goal.
Yeah. Mad, isn't it?
Yeah. No Ivan
Can't
Toney either.
stand them.
Scored 3 goals without Ivan Toney. What, you can't stand Villa?
And they were on bench. I can't stand them.
Why?
Multiple reasons. I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna go for it. Right. I can't stand the stadium. Can't stand the colours that they're playing. Can't stand their accent. Can't stand the city.
Boom, mic drop.
There's just nothing I can't stand. And they got us relegated. The first time we got relegated, they sent us down.
Yeah. Do you think
I've
Brentford are
just got
gonna? Do
nothing
you think
nice to
Brentford
say
are gonna
about
stay
that
up?
team. Yeah,
Where are they at the moment?
yeah, they've got enough. I think next season could be a very, very dodgy for them.
They can't get a win though, can they? They're a draw specialists. Last 3 games they've drawn. I mean, it could help
Mm.
them out depending on what happens with Everton.
Everton, do you think they'll get another points deduction?
Is it going to come this season though? If they do,
Don't know.
is there any dates on that?
Not that I've heard.
It's weird, is that? It's just a weird one in itself. I'd love to talk more about it, but I don't know enough about it to kind of warrant a proper opinion, really.
Maybe we'll look into it a little bit and bring it a bit later on.
Yeah, maybe so. Just going down the list, Carl. Go on then. Yeah, the Mighty Mags.
The Mighty Mags should have been a 2-0 win. We had a goal disallowed for me, which were I don't. I'm not a very biased person. I mean, you tell me what you think. Do you know what the goal that was disallowed? Cross came over. It went over Dan Burns' head,
Yeah, I
and
remember
it went to
it.
Fabian Schär. So, granted, Dan Burn pushed. Is it Calvin? With Calvin Bassett pushed him.
I like him.
It was soft. It was soft, but it probably were a foul. But it went over Dan Burns' head, so we're never going to get to it anyway.
That's the one thing that I thought. I thought, well, even if he potentially has fouled him, he ain't getting the ball because he's going over his head.
Yeah.
So it's
So it
not
doesn't matter
like,
whether he fouled him or he didn't.
yeah, I mean, if you'd have thrown him to the deck and like the defender maybe could have turned around and got a block in or something, then maybe so. But like just to literally kind of fend him off with his arms,
It
it'd be
was
like,
soft anyway.
yeah, it would definitely soft.
Calvin Bassey's a big lad, and he went down like an absolute weapon.
They
But
went down like melted cheese.
for you to sort of agree with me a little bit there, Dan, I think you feel as though you've contradicted yourself a little bit with the Wolves goal
Why?
because I'm saying that
Because
the
he's
keeper
never
were
getting to it.
never get into it, and Calvin Bassey
Ah,
would never get into it. You
but
agree with one, but you're not with the other.
the keeper couldn't see the ball because the guy in front of him.
Mm.
Oh dear.
But so yeah,
Tony G doing
we needed
bits.
that win. Tony G. Oh, Tony G. Yeah, brilliant. Got to be an England squad as much as I don't really want him to be, but he's got to go.
You don't want him to be in England squad.
No, not really.
Why?
Selfishly,
What? To
because
keep him
he was
fresh?
at the well, he would at under 21s World Cup, got player at tournament. So obviously they won it, didn't they? Yeah, they won it. Didn't they win it? England under 21s, I think they did.
I don't know.
No, they did. Anyway, um, so obviously he played full season before, played under 21 World Cup. They played all this season, potentially playing World Cup this end of this season, and then another season. For me, yeah, granted he's young, and all they want to do is play, but I just feel as though we have horrendous injuries as it is. Last thing we need is him burnt out. 'Cause at the minute, he's one of our best players.
I
So I'd
knew, I
rather him be
knew,
rested.
I knew he was fast. I already chased him back the other day.
Oh, got it. Yeah, he proper chased him down, didn't
I know
he?
they still
Yeah,
scored, didn't they?
I can't remember. He got dragged off, didn't he, end of the Fulham game because he was just burnt out. He couldn't even run back.
Well, I'm surprised because the way he's literally like 110 all time. I'm surprised he hasn't done an hamstring this season yet.
This is what I mean. He needs a bit of a rest.
He'd be
As
starting
much
for
as
England for me.
it would mean. I mean, again, I'm not a biased person, but I don't see anybody that's in better form on that left wing than him this season. I know everybody raves Grealish and Rashford, but for me, they're not on form.
Mate, Rashford didn't even go in. Well, and we're gonna do an England one, aren't we? Closer to the Euros.
Yeah,
Yeah. Luton against Bournemouth. Big result.
I like Luton. I like them.
They're all
I want them to
right.
stay up.
They're all
They
right.
try us.
They're
They're old
trying.
school football. They try us. You know, they have that, what's it called? That Carlton Morris up front. Proper, like, old school striker.
Yeah,
Quality.
yeah,
Not say quality. Decent for
yeah.
Luton.
Get up to his chest.
But,
Get up to his chest.
it reminds me, he's a poor man Shearer.
Hit the hit the front man.
It is. He
Do you know
just,
what though?
he just,
He's good at it. He's good. You don't see many people
he
like that
is.
anymore.
You don't. You don't. And Ross Barkley's absolutely bossed it for Luton this whole year.
Mad, isn't it? It just like it seems to have just completely turned his career around.
Yeah. Ruined it going to Chelsea. Went to France, I think, didn't he? Then did fuck all there. At Lille.
Is
At
that where he
Lille?
went? I don't even know where he went after Chelsea.
Somewhere in France. Then out of nowhere, just had this sly little sign in the Luton. And absolutely doing it.
Yeah,
On the verge of an England call up. I mean, he's not going to get it, I don't think, but definitely in the discussion
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, I'll be having a meeting this week about maybe extending the squad to, was it
up to
26?
26.
So you never know.
Should be done that. Should be. No, he's not going to go. No chance he'll take Phillips over him.
Oh, you can't take Calvin Phillips.
I don't think so. He really will do.
I feel bad for him, to be fair, but
I like Calvin Phillips, but he's just had some rotten
I've,
luck.
I've never rated him that highly. I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy's a decent footballer, but to me, he's always just been a steady footballer. Just
He
get
made
it.
wrong call going to City. There's loads of them. There's Steve Sidwell. There's Ross Barkley.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
loads of these players that go to these teams and are never ever going to get a look. Just ruin their career. Just gone into
Yeah, but I
clubs.
suppose you've got to believe it, and you've got to believe in yourself and thinking, oh, I am good enough to get in
Take
there
Rodri's place.
and make a difference. Yeah, I know, but because City play that much football, you're thinking Rodri can't play 3 games a week, which is most of the time is what City play. They'll play Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, or Sunday or Tuesday, or whatever. But you need, especially in that midfield as well. You need legs, fresh legs in there all the time, and it's just. I wonder if he'll
He
look
was
back
one
at
of
his
our better
career
players at
and
last time.
oh, Calvin Phillips.
Yeah. Don't you feel talking about silent before? He was one of our better players.
He's not for me, mate. Everyone? Everyone used to. I know I'm not turning this into a Liverpool thing, but everyone used to bang on about Henderson and that. Oh, Henderson can't do it. I think he's he's probably worse, mate. He's a worse, safer player passing sideways. I think at least Henderson brings a bit more off the field in terms of like leadership and stuff. Whereas Phillips, for me, I don't know. He doesn't score goals. He doesn't knock 50, 60 diags. Do you know what I mean? He might stick a challenge in the first 20 minutes and, that old dirty Leeds tackle.
We said dirty player. The only way he's sorting his career out is if Leeds get promoted and he goes back there.
Well, someone
So
said that on
nobody else
Talk
will
Sport
take
the other
him.
day that said that he should go back to Leeds.
Take a massive pay cut, right?
Yeah. And
What
then
a result tonight, though. Great result tonight. Sheffield United, Chelsea.
I was literally just looking at that last minute equaliser.
Fantastic. Love that.
I hate that knobhead as
Didn't need
well.
Chelsea.
McBurney.
Which one? Audible player.
He's all arms and elbows. He
He's a
is.
dirty player.
He's a dirty bastard, mate. I don't like him. He's a prick. Well, do you know what? I can't say he's a prick 'cause he might be a really nice lad off field, but on the field, he's a dirty bastard.
He's a prick.
Yes, he's a prick on the field. Yeah, he is. I can't. Everyone used to. I remember. I can't remember it. Where someone there was an interview I read watched once. It might have been like Rio or John Terry or someone, and they were saying like, "Oh, who's the worst player you've ever played against?" And one of them said like Kevin Davis. Says you're just an horrible bastard. So you're just fucking elbowing you, pinching you, just all sorts, standing on your toes. It's just like he was just a pain in the ass. And I
Yeah,
can imagine McBurney's like that.
I agree.
And he's one of them ones that fucking wears his socks right down to his ankles. And he's about 7 foot
Thinks he's better than
tall.
what he is. I
Yeah.
hate that.
But because he's so tall as well,
Makes it look even worse.
it literally just looks like he's got like these tiny little ankle socks on. But yeah, well, good result for you, that, isn't it, really? Mad
Fantastic.
how poor Chelsea are.
Well, they could if they'd have won that, they'd have been 3 points behind Man United
Can you imagine if Chelsea didn't?
with a game in hand.
Imagine if Chelsea didn't have Cole Palmer.
Oh man, they'd have been 3 points behind Man U with a game in hand. That win that game in hand, they could be sixth. And look how shite they've been all year.
It's tight in there, isn't it? In that little
Very.
in that
There's a
little
cluster
pack
of four
for
teams.
yeah, United, West Ham, Newcastle, Chelsea,
Yeah.
Brighton.
Right, I've got some big games coming up.
Yeah, didn't do us a favour the other day, did the Helens?
No, Brighton, they got pumped, didn't they?
Yeah,
As much as they might have had a bad position, they got pumped. So then what's last team? Tottenham, Forest. Never going to go any other way. Forest, to be fair, end of first half, Forest looked like the better team. Should have gone in 2-1 up.
Yeah, I watched like the back end. I watched the back end of the first half and like the first half of the second half, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're going to go down. Me, I think they're struggling.
No, I don't think they'll go down. I don't know who'll go down, to be honest. Obviously, Sheffield United, Burnley. And I
When I
think
watch,
between
that's
Forest
what I
and
mean.
Luton.
And I watch them, and I always think that I don't know. Luton just seem like they've got more about them.
Yeah. We've got a goal scorer. I know Chris Wood's done a bit now and then, but
Yeah.
no, not for me.
Well, it's going to be interesting, Carl. It's going to be interesting. Loads of little, there's just loads of like little mini leagues evolving into there now.
Yeah.
Like you've got the top three, then you've got Tottenham, Villa, Man U, kind of fighting for Champions League spot and Europa League. Then you've obviously got the next four down: West Ham, Newcastle, Chelsea, Brighton, kind of scrapping for Europa Conference. Would you take that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Any Europa League, anything in Europe, definitely.
It seems to be becoming a bit
I've said
more
that at the start of the season.
predictable now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think that's because when
Since West
West
Ham,
Ham, yeah,
when
especially in
West
this
Ham won it, it
country,
would just, yeah,
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see.
we'll see. Right, Sam, it's been a good chat as always.
See you in a day or two.
You shall, yeah, take it easy. As always, guys,
Right.
if you can obviously drop us a like and share this content, it really appreciated. You know, we want to keep dropping these videos as much as we can, and we want to get them out to as many eyes and ears as we can. So yeah, share it, talk about it, and catch you on the next one. Ta-ra for now.